What is up, my instant noodles? Welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. And today I'm going to be talking about 5 mistakes that I made when I was a beginner. I'm telling you my mistakes because this way you will never have to make those mistakes ever in your entire life. Alright, but first, if you haven't already done so, please like, please subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for daily Axie Infinity videos. Now, the first mistake I made was buying floor Axies. Now, what are floor Axies? Are those the cheapest Axies on the marketplace? No, they're not. Floor Axies are Axies that are unplayable in PvE and PvP. Yeah, if you just buy the cheapest Axies, you might be able to grind PvE, but with the recent update, most of your earnings are gonna come from Arena, so there's really no point buying budget Axies because if you just buy better Axies, you're gonna get more bang for your buck. So yeah, that's what I did when I joined the game. I was too excited and I was like, I need to get in this game as fast as I can, and I did minimal research and I bought 3 Axies. 2 of those Axies were completely terrible. One of them, luckily, it turned out to be a 6/6 pure Rimp Beast, and it had a Japanese part, so that was an awesome buy, but the other 2, they were atrocious. So please do not make that mistake again. If you are wondering which Axies should I be buying for my first team, I'll leave some good links in the description below. These are videos which are not made by me, but if you're interested in my opinion, please do leave a comment and I'll get to that video ASAP. And the second mistake I made, so now this is for everyone that is interested in breeding, is not looking at recessive 1 and recessive 2 genes. So let's just look at this Axie, for example. So let's say I want to breed a beast with the nutcracker mouth, the nutcracker tail, the Ronin back, and the imp horn. I want to breed 4 of these babies. So if you want to breed them, make sure the Axies you buy are above 95% purity. If you breed Axies that are below 95% purity, chances of your children being mutated are extremely high, and they'll either be useless in arena and adventure, or the value will plummet. And I'm sure you don't want either of those to happen to your children. So how do you look at the R1 and R2 genes for your Axies, and how do you look at the purity percent? Well, you would have to download Axie's Freak extension. It is super easy to download. Once again, I'll leave a link for that in the description below. And if you're wondering, R1 genes, there's a 9% chance that the R1 genes will move on to the dominant genes. And the R2 genes, there's a 3% chance that the R2 genes will move on to the dominant genes. So these things really do matter. Trust me, I didn't think it mattered. I thought it was a small percent, but I learned the hard way, the expensive way, that it matters. It matters. Now, the third mistake I made was not counting energy in arena mode. Now, this is gonna take a while to learn. There's a lot of mathematics involved, and I am terrible at math. It's just a lot to focus on. There's actually no math involved, but when you're playing Axie Infinity, there's really a lot to focus on, and energy, I would say, is one of the most important things you have to focus on. You need to know how much energy your opponent has in order to be able to predict their moves, in order to see if they can attack your Axie, in order to see which combos they can pull off and which combos they can't pull off. And if they can combo your Axies, and if they can attack your Axies, can you successfully defend your Axies by playing certain cards? These are all things that you will be able to predict if you know exactly how much energy your opponent has. Now, if you don't know how much energy you gain every single round, every game you start off with 3 energy, and every round you will gain 2 energies. So let's say your opponent uses 2 energy in round 1. Next round, they'll be going into that round with 3 energy, provided you have not stealed any of their energy and they have not used any energy gaining cards. So that is a trick you can keep in mind. The fourth mistake I made was not counting cards. Now, if you don't know, each Axie can only draw 2 of the same cards until round 6, provided none of their Axies have died. So let's say a plant uses a Vegetal Bite. They use 2 Vegetal Bite in round 1. Now, they cannot draw Veggie Bite again until round 6, as long as all 3 of their Axies are still alive. So you can obviously use this information to alter your gameplay. Let's say you're scared of getting your energy stolen because your opponent has the Veggie Bite, and you keep using all your energy to prevent that from happening. If your opponent uses 2 Vegibyte in round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5, round 6, you don't have to worry about getting your energy stolen anymore, and you can save up your energy in order to pull off that sick combo. Now, the 5th mistake I made was not giving my scholars Axies with a strong team composition. Now, I always give my scholars strong Axies, but there were 3 strong Axies, and they weren't Axies that complement each other in arena mode. And this is extremely important because as I learn more about the game, I'm starting to realize that 3 average Axies that complement and gel well together is better than 3 strong Axies that do not work together at all. This is a super important thing that you have to keep in mind, especially now with the SLP updates. Arena is king when it comes to earning your SLP. And that is another thing you have to keep in mind when buying your first Axie Infinity team. Anyways, I hope that was helpful. If it was, please subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Twitch and all that. All links are in the description below. Please make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube. Click on that circle or this circle, and yeah, watch that video. Have a great day. Peace.